Shemai, it's a beautiful, beautiful February morning. It's been frosty and we're going to have a look at some trees. And I thought I'd introduce you first to hazel. Now all trees have a Latin name and hazel is Corylus avellana, and in Welsh I think it's colchan. And there's a reason I'm introducing you to hazel, which I'll show you soon. But hazels are a deciduous tree, which means that they lose their leaves in the winter, and they're generally quite a small shrubby kind of tree with lots of stems. Generally you don't get a single trunk, and they'll grow for about 80 years, I guess, thereabouts, and grow to about 6 to 10 metres. And I'm just stood in front of some hazel here. Hazel's been an incredibly important tree in our landscape forever. Archaeologists find piles of hazelnuts wherever hunter-gatherers of the Mesolithic period camped. It was an important source of food for the autumn and winter. It provided proteins, minerals, particularly potassium and phosphorus and calcium, all things that are really important to keep us as humans healthy. Most of us know hazel for the hazelnuts, which obviously come in the autumn, around about August, September time. And I think probably lots of you will buy them at Christmas and have them at Christmas. And because that's so common, I thought I would start by showing you the catkins or the lamb's tails, because to me, they're far more interesting. Now, if you look here, there's lamb's tails. These are the male catkins, the lamb's tails. And they're a good sign that you can spot a hazel tree, because they'll appear as like a big yellow puffy cloud in a hedge line or in a woodland that certainly shows that you've got a hazel in there. But it's not the male catkins that are most interesting. It's only very recently, the last few years, that I've realised that there are female catkins on the hazel, and they appear as tiny little red flowers, and we'll have a look now and see if we can find some. The female catkins are tiny little red flowers, like I said, and they are very, very small. And I've just found some here. What I might do is just on the tips of the bud by there, and I'll just pause. I've come into the wood now to show you some of the hazel trees. I'll start with this one just because it's absolutely fascinating. You can see the vine that has coiled up around this hazel. Now this is hazel, and it's exactly what I said. It grows as a multi-stemmed, so lots of stems, and they call it coppicing. Now, man has coppiced trees for for a tremendously long time. And coppicing means that it's cut down to the base and it will sprout back. Now hazel has a habit of doing that itself. And you can see it here. Lots of little stems coming up. And these lovely straight stems is another reason why it's called the walking stick tree, because they can be cut and used as walking sticks. You can see the bark is smooth and greyish brown. So another way of identifying hazel. And these new shoots, after it's coppiced or been cut down to the ground, these new shoots can grow up to 1.5 meters in its first year. Now hazel, I said it's been very important for food, but actually it's also been very important because of this ability to be coppiced and grow back, and it's also very easy to split. So it's been used for lots of things, everything from sheep hurdles, which are fences, through to spars, thatching spars that would hold the thatch onto the roofs of old houses, sticks for growing peas up, old wattle and daub walls where the sticks were weaved together, and then mud and clay was put onto it to make it into a house. So it's had a huge number of uses over the years. In fact, I think there's about there used to be about 26 uses for hazel. Woodland crafts. Hazel's also been used for making baskets because it's bendy, it's what we call pliable. It's been used for making charcoal that you would use to cook on your barbecue. But most interestingly, it's been used as divining rods, which means it's been used for dowsing. So people use the rods to try and find water deep underground. I don't know how it works. I can't say that I've tried it, but it's something fascinating that you might want to look up and look into a bit more. Anyway, I hope you have good luck trying to find your hazel trees. Look for the catkins, and especially now you've got a short window of opportunity to look for those tiny little red flowers, the female catkins. Okay, good luck, and I'll see you soon.